Imagine a creature so wild, so feared, that the world only sees it as a beast. But the moment this bear was captured on camera, everything we thought we knew changed at the edge of a lonely mountain cliff, with cold wind brushing past the rocks, the sun slowly melting into the horizon. And right there, in perfect silence, sits a bear. No roaring, no hunting, nothing wild, just sitting, as if taking the deepest breath of its life. No one ever expected a bear to feel a sunset, the way humans do. No one imagined it could sit for hours, just soaking in the colors of the sky, as if the entire world had paused just for this moment. Look closely. There's a strange peace in its eyes. Not anger, not hunger, just calm. A calm so pure. It feels almost human. It's like the bear has stolen a moment of freedom from its daily battles. The hunger, the survival, the constant fight to stay alive. For once, it isn't running, hunting, or hiding. It's simply being. Scientists say bears sometimes sit for hours, just staring at mountains, lakes, and sunsets. Not for food, not for survival, but for the same reason we do. To feel something, to breathe, to exist in the beauty of the moment. And this moment, this single frame, reminds us of something powerful. Even the strongest creatures on earth pause to admire life. Even the wild have a heart. Even a bear can get lost in the beauty of a sunset, just like we do. Think about that. A creature we fear, a creature we call dangerous, finding peace in the same places we do. Maybe that's nature's most beautiful secret. But the story doesn't end there. As the sun dips lower, something incredible happens. The sky explodes into colors, orange, purple, gold, and for a moment, the bear lifts its head, slowly, gently, as if acknowledging the masterpiece painted above him. It's almost like he knows, like he understands that this moment, this sunset, is not just light in the sky. It's a message, a reminder that even in a world of danger and survival, beauty still exists. The bear leans forward, taking one tiny step closer to the cliff's edge, not out of curiosity, not out of hunger, but out of wonder. You can almost feel what he feels, that rare emotion we humans call peace. The kind of peace you don't find in noise. You find it only when the world falls silent, and all that's left is nature breathing around you. And here's the part that hits the hardest. This is a creature built for power. Claws that can tear a tree apart. Strength that can flip a boulder. A roar that can shake the forest. Yet right now, none of that matters. Because in this moment, the bear isn't a beast. It isn't a predator. It isn't a threat. It's just a soul, sitting in front of a sunset, trying to understand its place in this massive, beautiful world. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this clip breaks the internet. Not because it's a bear, not because it's rare, but because it shows us something we forget. Every creature, no matter how wild, how strong, how feared, has a quiet side, a soft side, a side that seeks peace, just like we do. And when a bear finds that peace, the world feels it. As the last streak of sunlight brushes over the mountains, something changes in the air. That the wind slows, the forest quiets, even the birds stop their singing, as if nature itself is watching the bear, watch the world. And in that silence, the bear does something unexpected. It closes its eyes, not to sleep, not to rest, but to feel. To feel the warmth fading from the sky. To feel the softness of the breeze. To feel the kind of moment that doesn't come every day. The kind of moment you remember without even trying. And then, the bear opens its eyes again slowly, like it's seeing the world with a new understanding. For a creature that fights for survival every single day, to sit in pure peace, that means something. It means even the wildest hearts seek stillness. Even the strongest bodies need quiet. Even a bear, who never asks for anything, finds value in a moment that gives nothing but beauty. Now look at its posture, relaxed shoulders, softened face, paws resting gently on the ground. This isn't a beast, preparing to hunt. This isn't a predator, scanning for danger. This is a living being, simply appreciating the world. And that changes everything. Because, when you see a bear like this, not roaring, not fighting, not surviving, but feeling, you realize something powerful. Nature isn't just a place animals live. It's a place animals connect. It's a place they understand in ways we never knew. As the colors fade, the bear stays still, not wanting the moment to end. And, honestly, neither do we, because watching this bear, in this exact moment, reminds us of the truth we often forget. Life isn't just about moving fast, it's about stopping and letting the beauty of the world touch your soul. The light fades, but the moment grows brighter. The bear slowly lifts its head, as if hearing something we can't. Not a sound, a feeling, a quiet pull from the world around him, calling him to stay just a little longer. The mountains stand tall like ancient guardians. The lake reflects the last shards of gold. Every piece of nature seems to lean in toward the bear, as if honoring him, welcoming him, understanding him. And then comes the most powerful detail of all. The bear doesn't move away. It doesn't rush back into the forest. It doesn't break the moment. Instead, it chooses stillness, a choice even humans struggle to make, to pause, to breathe, to feel the beauty, instead of running past it. And in that choice, the bear becomes something much bigger than an animal. It becomes a mirror showing us what we've forgotten, that life isn't measured by noise, or speed, or chaos, but by the moments that make us feel alive. You can almost imagine its heartbeat slowing, its mind quieting, its soul sinking with the rhythm of the earth. No fear, no tension, no survival instinct. Just peace, pure, raw, untouched peace. As the sky finally turns dark, the bear gives one last look at the horizon, a soft, thoughtful, almost human look, like it's saying goodbye to a friend, or thanking the universe for a moment it didn't expect. And then, with a slow, gentle movement, it stands. Not powerful, not intimidating, but graceful. Graceful in a way that reminds us, even the fiercest creatures have moments of softness. Even the wild have hearts that crave peace. Even a bear can fall in love with the sunset, and for a moment, forget the weight of survival. And that's the part that stays with you, long after the video ends. As the darkness settles over the mountains, the bear takes one last breath of the cool evening air. A long, slow, peaceful breath, the kind you take when your heart feels full. The stars begin appearing one by one, tiny sparks above the silent world, and for a moment, the bear looks up. Not searching, not alert, just looking, like it's admiring the night sky, the same way it admired the sunset. And then comes the moment that completes the story. The bear turns away, with no rush, no fear, no urgency, just a quiet confidence, as if carrying the calm of the sunset inside its chest. With each step into the forest, the shadows swallow its massive frame, but the peace of that moment remains untouched. It feels like nature itself is holding on to the memory, refusing to let it fade. And that's when you realize the truth. Maybe animals aren't so different from us. Maybe they feel beauty. Maybe they understand silence. Maybe they crave moments that heal them, just like we do. A creature built for survival, choosing peace, choosing stillness, choosing to watch a sunset instead of chasing the world. That's not just wildlife. That's wisdom. As the bear disappears into the trees, the camera captures the last bit of orange sky fading behind the mountains, a final farewell to a moment so raw and real, it almost feels sacred. And the message it leaves behind is simple. Slow down. Look around. Because if a bear can stop to appreciate the beauty of life, we can too. That's the story of a sunset, a bear, and a moment that touched millions, a moment that reminds you that, even in a wild world, peace still exists.